Okay, so you will see here, this is the test case level where we have some configuration settings. Okay, this is browser we have. Okay, and in the test case level also we have some configuration settings, which is configuration parameter we need to provide. And in the module level, if you will go, and this configurations, let's say on the module, and I go to the module, I go to the attribute, I will expand the properties. Okay, I will see there are these many properties. Okay, so when you right click on the attribute, you will see there are these many properties we can add. Okay, so here also you can see the create configuration parameter, which we will going to use. Okay, so like the business association, like whatever comes in the gray, okay, the parameters comes into the gray, and on the module level are the configuration parameters. Okay, whatever comes under the green are the steering parameters. Like that, we have the attribute configuration parameter, transition parameter, which is X path. Okay, and let's say this is business ID parameter, which you see in your while you scan your module, you will see that. Okay, so some configuration parameter which we need to add. Okay, we can add it using the create configuration parameter here, but the configuration parameter you create here has no link with the test cases. Okay, like whatever you have created will set according to this module, but it doesn't mean that it will reflect on the test case level. Whenever you will use that particular module into your test case, okay, it will internally call that configuration parameter which you have set on the module level. Got it?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So we have created our test case yesterday, one test case. Okay. And we have covered one flow. Okay. But our work state has changed from planned, like we have planned our test case, then we start working on it, then we have completed. So where to manage this state of work is when you click on the test case, you will see here a column as work state. Okay. So right now it is showing as planned. So everything you see in the Tosca, you can judge it on what it signifies just by looking into it. So right now there is a loop like icon coming on this. Okay, and there is a tool. Okay, which is on the upper direction. It means the test case in planned state. Okay, you are planning what you need to create in your test case. Then you go and you change. Let's say you have started working on it. Okay, half of your part you have half of your work you have completed today, half you will complete tomorrow. So you will set your work state as in work. Okay, so now you can see the icon change to this and the tool comes into the right direction. Okay, and you we have started working on it. We have complete our work. Now we have completed our test case. So the tool will remove from this icon. So just by looking into it, don't go on this. In the hundreds of test cases, just looking into it, you will be able to judge which we need to work on, which is in the planned state and which is already completed. Right? Hello?
Yes, yes, yes. Good.
Yeah. So this is our test case what we have created. We have created the open URL. We have put the open URL. Okay. We have put the we have clicked on the register. Okay. And fill the registration form. Click on logout and close the browser. This is a very basic step we have created. Okay. So in that any queries like the functions, the click function, how to provide the values, because This is what we replicated in our module. We have designed a module for this in the replication of our system under test, okay, which we are going to test this demo web show.
So I have one question. So supposingly I create any particular test case. So in future, like if any other person wants to test the enhanced version of that particular project, like version 2.0 is coming for the same project, and he just wants to refer my test case for a draft of the test case design. Can he see the like yesterday I asked like the password thing. So can he see that password using like because the
No,
password is must. So
no, why you need to show the password? The question is this. Okay, what is the purpose of showing the password? You need to automate an application. Okay, you, it will work with that password. Okay, so what is the requirement of showing the password?
so he'll get an idea of the flow of the application, like he'll get to know how any particular module is working.
No,
So
so password is not a flow. Password is a test data. Okay, you can use any test data. What is the purpose of showing the test data? Okay, which is like, see, the I'm going on the register, let's say on the login. Okay, if I provide some email which belongs to admin user, test admin. Okay,
okay.
so I just need to see this if this is the admin email or not. Okay, which is containing the admin, or you, because being a tester, you will know what is the admin's email address. Okay, now what is the use of getting the password if you will be able to log in with the admin user? Okay, and you will check the functionality what the admin user contains into the whole web page. What is the use of getting the password? I just want to know from you.
So like to get inside any particular application.
So what if my change my password, your insight will change, because application does not depends on the password, right?
Right, right.
Let's say you see the star points, the validation points.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes.
so let's say you have put this some password. Okay, being a tester, you need to check if the password is matching or not.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you don't need to check what is the password.
Yes, sir.
Okay, being a
Yes.
tester, you need to check if this is in the correct email form or not. If it is like a simple text, okay, it will validate.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you need to test the application
Yes, sir.
with
Yes, sir.
some certain data, right?
Yes.
Like if I provide, even if it is encrypted, okay, if I provide the wrong password, the 6-digit password here and the 7-digit password here, I
Mhm.
should get the validation.
Yes, sir.
The
Yes.
exposing of password will never help me in any case.
Yes, sir. No, sir, I don't like. I mean, I know like it is security violation. It's just for the purpose. Like, if anyone else, any other person wants to execute the same thing, so
Yes.
in case, what will be the
No.
situation? Like,
See, the here the password is not removing according to the user. Okay, password is still here, but it is encrypted. Okay,
yes, sir.
it is not exposed.
Yes, sir.
Whatever you will put, it will here. Let's say I have changed my password now. Okay, so I was using 123456 before. Now it is 0987654. Okay,
Yes, sir.
same here, 0987654. Okay,
Yes. Yes, sir.
I am just changing this email address. Okay, let's say You come and you want to execute this test case. Okay, you just
Yes.
come and click on uh, click on the registration part, fill the registration form. You execute this. Okay, it will put that password only what I have put it and register.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, there is no use of getting the password actually. And
Okay.
if let's say you're working on a critical application, let's say banking.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
banking application or anything by which the data leak, if you even provide the you are testing the qa environment. Okay, even if you leak the password of that, and the hacker will get the flow of it, how it is
Mm.
flowing, how the data is flowing into your application. Okay,
Mm.
the
Yes, sir.
half of the work you are doing for them by exposing the password. Okay, so let's say this is the first check. Let's say you will if you will not expose the password. Okay, they just need to work on the password first. Then if they get it, then they will get the flow and everything will come after that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if I will not use this, you will see I have used this. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and it is not coming anywhere what I have used as a password.
Yes, sir.
Okay, even if I will create the log, there you will see the value what I have used. But in terms of password, you will not be able to see the password
Yes, sir.
because there is no use of exposing it, and there is a very useful when we will not expose it. Okay, it secures your application, it secures your the whole system by getting into the first step, okay, of login in
Yes, sir.
with some third party, right?
Yes.
That is why we need to secure the password.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
still have any doubt?
No, sir. Got it.
Okay, so this is the we are opening the URL, we are opening the registration page, and we are filling the form right like that. Okay, so let's say I have created this. I'm just copying and pasting it some multiple times. Okay, let's say this is 6 to 7 test cases now. Okay, and it can be 60, it can be 600 in future for your project. Okay, and you are using this URL, this particular thing. In the future, the requirement will come. This URL is not valid. You need to use this URL as a home page. Okay, slash register. So how you will go and change? This is one test case. This is second test case, and how? Right. So if let's say the one test case is taking at least 5 seconds to open and edit and then click on the next test case. Okay, so let's say if this is 100 test cases, then how much time it will take? 500 seconds. Okay, let's say if there's 1000, then 5000 seconds. Okay, so this can increase your work. Okay, they increase your maintenance to that extent. If a minor requirement will come into the future, just to change the slash register. Okay, a URL which you need to use across the whole application. So how to make it unique? How to make it dynamic so that wherever I have used it, it will just reflect in just a second. Okay. It it contains the same answer. Okay. The same answer of configuration parameter. So whatever we want to use on the global level, okay, whatever the settings I need to provide on the global level, which I need to reflect on each and every test cases, I can set it on the test configuration parameter. So what we have discussed yesterday is the system defined configuration parameter. Okay. This. system defined. Okay. So what about the user defined configuration parameter? So user defined configuration comes into this picture now. Okay. So let's say you have a URL. Let's say you have a path of something present on the screen. Let's say download path. It got changed from the download folder to not documents folder. Okay. And you need to reflect
Sir,
it
is
into.
recording started, sir? Sorry for interrupt. Is
Yes.
recording
Yes.
record?
Recording is there. Yes.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So let me check it again because I have started already. Yes, I've started. So this I'm defining the system design. Okay, the system design configuration parameter where I am setting the browser. Okay, now user wants to use a certain value which needs to be a global value which needs to be used on the global level for the every test cases. Okay, then how we can define the configuration parameter for the user define? The same way you need to create a configuration parameter on the test case root level. Okay, here you need to provide any of the thing. Okay, there is no case sensitive. Okay, there is nothing like that what we have observed in the system defined. Okay, let's say it is a URL. Okay, it can be link also, no issue. Okay, I am considering it as a URL. Okay, and the URL what I am using for the whole project is this register. Okay, I am using this register as a URL. Now how I will get this value of the configuration parameter into my test case. Okay, now this is the open URL where you are using the URL path. Okay, so let's change this to, we have a syntax of using the configuration parameter into the test of value as curly braces CP square braces and your configuration parameter name which you have defined. Okay, it is not a system defined URL. Okay, now you want to check what, because it is not containing any value. Okay, it is just showing us the syntax. If we are correct, if we are putting the correct syntax, whenever I will put it any, I will click on anywhere, it will highlight. Okay, it will highlight in blue if we are using the correct syntax. Now we are using the correct syntax as curly braces CP and URL as my configuration parameter. So what value it is using, I need to check. Okay, as a configuration parameter URL. So I can simply right click and translate the value. Okay, you will see it is using the value this URL, which we are using it in our configuration parameter. Right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we are using this configuration parameter into this particular particular step. Okay. So let's go and check.
So why CP? So what is the full form of CP? Anything like why CP only? Anything like
Because
configuration?
yes, configuration parameter CP,
Okay.
and we are whatever the configuration parameter we are using is the URL. Okay.
Yes.
So this is now our requirement is to create the number of test cases. Let's say this is 627. We can create 600 or more than that with the same URL because we are testing the same URL across the whole test cases. Okay, so everyone is using now the CP URL. Okay, now the requirement comes. This is not the URL now, the register one. Your URL will be this. You will just go in the root level. Okay, you will go to the configuration and you will just change the URL here. Okay, and when you test, like in any of the test case, I want to show you, in any of the test case, whoever is using the configuration parameter URL, I just translate the value. Now it is showing me the changed URL. Okay, so let's say it is 600 of test cases you are using. You are able to maintain it in 5 seconds or less than that, right? You just need to change the value, right? So this is how you are decreasing, look, you can say, the maintainability, okay, by achieving this. And you are making the whole application robust, okay, so that let's say if you forget in some of the 600 in 600 test cases, if you forget to make the changes, okay, as a URL, okay, so that you can make it by you can make your application robust by making this, so that everyone, whatever it is using in any environment and anything, it is using the same URL. Okay, so this is how you can use the system defined and the user defined URL. Okay, the system defined is the case sensitive and everything, and the user defined can be anything what you need to provide. Okay, you can even provide, let's say, this will give you the more clarity, that this is the first name and last name. Okay, you want to provide it through configuration parameter. Okay, this is now according to your test case, you can create a configuration parameter as first name. This, okay, you can provide anything test. When you want to use it in your test case, how I will use Rohini?
CP, curly
Direct CP.
braces, CP, and
Okay. And
uh, I think we will use the square brackets saying that A to Z, like that. Or
A
we
to Z.
simply you can use a test as well. If we want to use offer all the test cases as test as username, we can keep it as test directly.
Test.
Closing.
Will it work? Okay, we just go and translate the value now, what it is using. No test configuration parameter with the key name test.
I think then we need to give A to Z length, I guess.
A2, how
Z
how how we can give to this
hyphen
two? Okay,
hyphen.
A to Z.
Yes. I mean, length also we should give like 4 characters or 5 characters.
No, why you are using the length and everything? Because I am using the configuration parameter.
Yes.
So Soumya, can you please tell me how I will use the first name in
Sorry,
through the
CP of first name. CP of first name.
yes.
That means something else.
Then I will translate this and it will give me the value test. Translation successful.
Yes.
Okay. So there is nothing like the length and everything. It you got confused with some other functions. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So this we will going to use it, right? So let's delete these test cases. So now you know the configuration parameter. Okay, let's create the another flow now, another flow of test cases. Now we have just used like clicking on the URL, clicking on the home page, okay, then filling the registration form. Then we clicked on the URL, log out again, the link, okay, and we are closing the browser. Okay. So now the question comes, where is the verification point? If there is no verification point into our test case, then there is no point of our test case. Okay. So there must be the verification point because we are verifying the application. Okay. Wherever the validation come, we will provide the validation, but you need to have the verification point in your test cases, right? So now we will cover the flow. You are here on some page, okay, you are clicking on the register, okay, and then you are filling the form. You will go to register, okay, and then you will verify if the registration completed or not. Okay, after the registration completion, you will verify if the same user what you have used here as an email is the same which is coming on the registration here. Okay, okay, the logged in user. You need to verify this. So before that, let's execute the same step and see if it is working fine or not. Okay, this is not the home page link. We need to rename it is click on register. Okay, to make it understand what is the function of this. So whatever we have in the module, I told you like what it contains. I gave you an example of the salt box, right? So module is what it contains. When it comes to the test case, it means what it is doing. Okay, I just put it here in the registration form. Okay, what the registration form is doing here. Okay, fill the registration form. Will define your test case, test step. Okay, fill registration form. We are filling the registration form. We are not doing like the verification and anything right now. We are filling the registration form, and we are clicking on logout. Click on logout. Okay, we are closing the browser like this. We are using it. Okay, now let's verify if we are on this page, and I will click on the register. I will fill the registration form. Okay, let's see if this will execute. We have executed it multiple times. It was working, right?
Yes.
Now it is failing. So why it is failing now? The question is, okay, there is no matching tab was found with the following properties title demo web shop. Okay, we are not able to click on the register. It is saying, just remember this this error. No matching tab was found with the following properties title demo web shop. So if we translate what it is saying, there is no matching tab with the title. So what is the title? Title is this demo webshop dot register. But what it is using is demo webshop only. Okay. So how it is differentiating is whenever I am clicking on different pages, let's say I'm on the home page. Okay. My title is demo webshop. Okay. Now if I click on register, it is demo webshop dot register. If I click on the login, it got changed. Like that, with every page, the link is changing, the title is changing. okay, of the page. So right now it is demo webshop.register. But when we scan this particular module, okay, we were on the home page. Okay, we were on the home page where we have scanned this, and that time it was title demo webshop. Okay, so we will see where this title comes. This is our home page. Okay, this is home page link, and you will see in the home page link in the on the module level. Okay, when you expand the property, you will see in the title there is a demo web shop. Okay, but right now let's say I'm on this application here. After the shopping cart, I want to click on the register again and register the another user, and then working accordingly. So being a manual tester, okay, being a normal human being, let's say I'm able to click either, if I even if I'm on this page, I'm able to click on the registration link, right? I'm here on this login page and I'm able to click on the register page. So why the system, this Tosca, is not doing the same? Okay, when we have provided. So Tosca is considering all the properties. We are just looking into the register and then we are clicking it, no matter what where is the page. So the same way, we need to create a bot, we need to create a script out of the automation so that it will work no matter what is the situation. Okay. If our application functionality is right, if we can see the link, it should click on the link. So this is making our whole application robust. Okay, this is about making our application robust. So wherever I am, in which environment I am using, and I am clicking on certain things. What I can do it manually, I should be able to perform using the automation. Okay. So now what is changing is the what is constant. Let's say the demo webshop is constant. And after that, dot register is changing, dot login is changing, and everything is changing like that. Okay. But demo webshop is constant. So let's handle this only what is changing. How to handle this is using the wildcard as star after the title. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So we are using the title as demo webshop and putting the star here, okay, which is considering whatever is coming after that, it will consider, okay, because after that only the things are changing, right? So I've put the star here, which is saying whatever will come after that, please consider that and execute the step. Now the same situation, I will click on the register while being on the login page. Okay, I'll click on the register. Okay, I am able to click on the register being on the login page now. Now it is considering whatever is coming after the demo webshop. Now it is behaving the same. Being a tester, I will behave as a manual execution. Right, so this is how we are handling our errors using the wildcard. Okay, now we have click on the register, fill the registration form. Okay, now we are closing the browser saying close the browser if you are on the demo webshop.register page. Okay, let's say you are on some other page after the registration. Okay, how you will close the browser? Anyone? Hello, Soumya?
I forgot, sir.
No, I just told this to use the wildcard, right?
Yes, sir. So then, okay, yes, a demo web shop, then wildcard character.
Yes, yes. So
No,
whatever I am,
changed in properties, sir. Here directly you have changed here in details screen. Na? Previously have changed in under properties for
see,
registration.
this is the function of the wildcard. Okay, let's not change this. This is my register. Okay, I
Okay.
have changed in the module level to
Yes.
make it robust the whole module wherever I will going to use it now. Okay, in this test case, it will work now. No matter
Okay.
where you are, it will click on the register. Okay, now this is my test step. Okay, where
Step.
some value is coming. Okay, which is like demo webshop dot register. You need to close this. Okay, if I execute this, what it will say, we will see. So there is a simple function. Okay, let's say it is a wildcard. So wherever we can use the same application of the Tosca in the whole Tosca. Okay, wherever we can use, I am telling you that. So we have used it in the module to consider the module part, to consider the title wherever you are. Okay, now I am considering this into my test step. So whatever it is, please consider and close the browser. So now it is saying browser window demo webshop dot register not found. Okay, it means the window is saying demo webshop dot shopping cart, but it is I am asking for the register. So let's use the wildcard. Whatever comes after the demo web shop, please close that. Okay. Now you can see the browser is closed. By using the wildcard, I am considering whatever is coming after the demo web shop, it is closing. Right?
Yes.
Yes. So this is our application and I'm clicking on the register now. Okay. I'm opening the URL, click on the register. This is I made it robust. Now let's say verify the logged in user. Okay. So I'm opening the URL. Let's close this. Use automation only. Fill the registration form with some certain ID. Let's say okay, I'm filling this ID using the name, not the configuration parameter. This only step I want to execute first, then I need to verify if that is successfully registered. It is opening the URL on the Chrome browser. It is going to register, filling the registration form, clicking on register. And it is saying registration completed. Okay, this is coming. Now I want to verify this text, your registration completed, and then I need to click on the continue. Then I need to verify whatever I have used in on my email address is coming here or not. Okay, so let's scan this particular element. Okay, by right clicking on the registration page, click go to scan application. So let me check if I can do. Mm, Can you guys ask for the control to me because I can't see. Hello.
No, sir, I think we cannot ask. I mean, I cannot see any option like that.
Okay, let it be. So this is the application I have. I need to select my demo web shop on which I need to work. I will scan the application. Now you will see the elements are coming, which we need to select on the screen as this, and let's say continue. Okay, on this only we need to work on the registration and the continue. Okay, here we have selected this. Now it is not unique. Now Samya, how to make this unique? Can you please tell me? This is the properties we can see.
Yes, so we need to select some unique properties like functional, sorry,
Hello, your voice got break.
variable.
Hello, your voice got break. Can you please repeat?
Yes, sir. So for any particular, so for any element, we mostly look for the technical properties to make it
Yes.
uniquely identifiable. So we
Okay.
can select any specific technical property.
Okay. So here are the technical properties. What we should select.
So inner text,
Okay. Inner text is already selected. Let's check what is there in the inner text. This.
nothing.
Okay. But
Yes, sir.
after selecting this is highlighted as the selected item is not unique.
Okay. So then outer text.
Okay. Let's select the outer text. It is saying your registration completed is not unique.
So then last, sir, only work that last.
Visible inner text.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's select this. This is saying the item is not unique.
Uh,
Even the
so the,
combinations of those particular properties is not making it unique.
so
So
then how?
we can see the class name is also here, right?
Yes, sir.
So let's select this. This is making this unique.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, this
Yes.
particular element. And let's check with this. Okay. So now Rohini, tell me what is the best suitable ID to make this unique? If the whatever is selected is fine, or we need to select something else. What will be your approach?
Actually, this selected as item is also showing as unique, right? Sir.
Yes, this is showing continue. Okay.
Mm. On
So
continue, select
why you chose this against these many properties? You have some reason, right, for selecting the value. The Tosca has already selected this value.
yes,
So what could be the possible reason like to get the value only to make it unique? Okay, so this can be if I select class name, let's say this. This is also making it unique, but
okay,
it has some certain number, let's say button one, register, continue button, like that. Okay, there is very long text and not uncertain. Let's say they will change this button to button 2.
okay,
Okay,
mm.
so now this will make it not unique in the future. Okay,
Yes,
right now it is coming as the numbers can be changed. Okay, and this checked false and disabled is the property. Let's say if it is checked right now, okay, it is not checked, it is not making this unique. Okay, it has no ID, so ID will not make it unique. No inner text, nothing it has. Okay, it has this text as a value. Okay, which it seems to be a robust, because continue will not change.
yes,
Okay, until and unless there is a very big change in requirement to change the whole continue button to the next button, something like that.
yes,
That is why we have selected this property, that we found it like this is the more robust property to select. Okay,
okay,
so we have selected the uniqueness of this. Now I will save this and saving this registration page. Okay, it is saying what I should name it.
star, sorry, name of the module.
Yes. What do you think?
Registration completions, verification register, verifying register, verifying registration, record calculation.
Verifying this, if I put the verifying registration, it will show the functionality of this particular module. Let's say it is doing some verification point. Let's say I don't want to verify. Okay, I just want to click. So will it justify verify registration? So what do you think, Soumya? What it should be? We'll try uh, whatever you say. We'll try and see if this is the best justifiable or not. Hello.
Yes, sir, I was thinking what should be the name. So validation of
This.
values.
So let's say Rohini will come to your project. This is validation of values. It will just go into this registration page and see there is something called validation of values. Will she be able to justify what it contains?
No, sir.
Okay. So we need to give just a second. Yeah. So we can say this is if we will say Registration.
So text verification.
Text verification. How text verification will justify what it contains. If I say
Registration. Success registration.
registration, will it justify what it contains?
Yes, sir.
So, what if the registration is not a successful registration? It will fail. Okay, let's say there's some functionality will change, like even if it is checking the registration is successful and it is giving us the error right now after the registration page that uh, you cannot register with this email, something like that. Okay, so I think now you tell
Verification.
me.
Registration.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
what do you think this will justify the most of it? Okay, if we will complete it, you can say if it is after the registration completion, what is the error? What is the possible error? If it is success or not success? Okay, and what it is doing. It can justify most of it, right? Or we need to change it. What do you think?
So it should, sir, it will justify.
Okay, so let's use this. Like if it is using this like in the registration page, it is like complete registration page. Okay, it is justifying somehow like it contains something with the completion of registration. Okay, so let's use this into my test case now. I will reshuffle it like because this is not my last step. This is my step after fill registration form. Okay, so let's say this is coming as your registration completed. Okay, now what if their text will come your registration not completed or your registration successful? They will change. This will also not justify the name of the attribute, right? So we need to change this also. So this can be uh, success message. Okay, this can be a success message, and success message can be anything. Your registration completed, your registration successful, whatever, they will change it in the future. Okay, so here I need to verify the success message. What is this right now? Okay, and I'm clicking on continue.
Click.
So I showed you the business property, the business type of some elements. Okay, this is of radio button, this is of text box. Okay, this is of button and something like that for everything. Now there is a difference you have measure, like there is a different type of it is a dot dot and there is a square box, right? Instead of this there is nothing. So it has a business type as container. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
what is container is, so the whole web page is divided into the containers or the divisions. Okay, so division in a very simple terms, you can say it as a partitions. Okay, it is divided into partitions, like this is a partition, this is a partition, this is a partition. Okay, here we have in this partition, we have this image, we have this link and everything. Okay, so just this is just a message which is coming here on this partition. Okay, it don't have any property, like you cannot click on it, you will not redirect by clicking on it. Okay, you cannot put and change value here, whatever it is coming as a text box. Like you can put here, like this is text. Okay, you cannot change this value. So it is just a partition which contains some value, okay, and which is presenting here and which we need to verify. Getting my point?
Yes.
So
Yes.
these type of
It's not
element
a field,
which
it is
don't have.
yeah.
Yes,
We
what
need
are you
to
saying?
verify. It is not a field, it is not a button, but we need to verify the message is as expected or not.
Yes. So it is containing into a container. Okay, container is a property of the web page to develop the web page. Okay, it contains some value. Okay, that we need to verify. So how the container works? So every business type, every element which has some certain business type has some certain functionality. Let's say the radio button has a property of selecting the radio button only. You can select, it will select the radio button, and you can check if this is the male and female. Okay, like in the text box, you can enter the text as you want. Okay, whatever the text you want, you can enter into the text box. Like that, you can click on the button so that it will redirect you to certain different page. So like that, we have the container property that it has some value which it is not presenting on the front, but it has internally some values which is showing it here. Okay, so what I'm telling you, I will show you what it means. Let's say I am verifying by just putting it on the value here. Your registration completed against the container. Okay, container contains the value. Okay, it doesn't have on it this particular value. Like you have a box. Okay, I'm not even able to draw. Just a second. This is a container. Okay, and you have a value as your registration completed. Okay, the container contains this value. Okay, it is not coming here like on the whole container. You can see it is not clicking. It is not coming after there. Okay, this your registration completed. Okay, it is not coming on top of the container, so that you can verify just by putting onto the container that your registration completed is coming over here or not. Okay, it has some value inside it. Okay, for that, if we put it like on the top of the box, your registration completed is coming here. I need to verify. Okay, so for verify, I will select the action mode as verify. Like I'm putting the command on something, I'm using the input as the action mode. So to verify some text on somewhere, let's say it is on the button, it is on the container, I will use the action mode as verify. Okay, so this is my verification point. So let's execute this. Just take that example in your mind. No, it is not executing, saying container has no default property to read from. Okay, so it is a container. it means it has no default property by which you can put the element on the top of it. Okay, you can put the element into this box. Okay, so to verify what it has inside the box, okay, you need to click on the value. You will see there is a down arrow button which you need to click. Okay, here you will see the inner text as a drop down. Okay, when you select the inner text, it will check what it contains inside it. Okay, which is the inner text which you see as a property while scanning, right? The inner text property.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we are verifying what it contains internally as a registration completed text or not. I am verifying it. Now I'm clicking on continue. So let's execute this. Okay. So I'm able to verify it. Verification was successful. Your registration completed. Expected this and actual is also this. You can see here this. Right. So we are able to verify what the container contains using the inner text property as whatever the value is. Now this logged in user is coming. Okay. This user, what we have used it in our test step, okay, to fill the registration form. This, okay. I want to verify if it is same as this. This is a verification point, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is a verification point to verify if the same user email I'm using it is coming here or not. Okay. So just close this. So how you will verify that? Like, what is your approach till now? Whatever you have learned, just tell me the approach. How you will verify this particular email address coming here. What will be your first approach? Let's say this is a new link, and then how you will do it. Hello, anyone? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, email address is not inner text also, so how to verify?
Okay. So this is a link. You can see when you mouse over it, it is clickable. When you click on it, it will redirect you somewhere else.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
like the shopping cart, it will redirect you to some this page. When you click on this, you will redirect to particular this email. Okay. So this is a new link. Okay, on the home page, whatever it is coming. Okay, here it is coming. We have got the logout button. Okay. So is it good to have the separate logout button while we were on this page and see this is also including in the home page link, but while logging in only. Okay, you will see the logout and the certain user from which you have logged in. So it is better to keep it in the homepage link only instead of creating the logout. Okay, like that, if you will see different links, you will create the 4 modules out of it, which is not feasible thing. Okay, which is not a good design because we are creating the whole homepage link. It contains the all 4 link. I can use the all 4 link in the 4 different steps, 4 different test cases, which is performing 4 different steps, the same module. which has the home page link. Okay, so it is not good to have the logout button separately. So how to get that logout, because it is coming after that. When we scanned this, only 4 links were coming. Okay, so how to get this again? Logout into this. So for that, you need to rescan. When you have created a module already, okay, when you right click on it, you will see a rescan, which is which will rescan a particular module again on the same page. Okay, then it will not give you the option to select the page, because he knows and it knows, like whatever the page it needs to scan. When I click on the rescan, it will automatically get the elements from that page.
Now we should select new 6564 at the test.com, sir.
Yes, let's do it. Okay, if I want to select the logout first, okay, into this page. I'm selecting the logout. Okay, let's not go with this. Select on the screen. We will select on the screen this logout and this page. Okay. You will see this, whatever is already there in the module, it is grayed out, selection and grayed out. The register and login is not coming as an unmapped control because it comes when the user is not logged in. Right now, it is not present on the screen. So you can see this is the email address, what I want to get it. And this is the logout. So let's keep the logout with the inner text. Okay, it is fine for us. It will come again in the module which I want. Okay, now the question with this. So now you tell me, this is the email address, okay, that will going to change. And it is selecting the inner text. Okay, and it is select item is unique also. So is it good to select the inner text?
We are checking for that particular mail ID 6564s. So I think it will be enough, right, for inner text, sir.
Okay, and what about what do you think, Somya?
Yes, sir, it is fine.
So what if I execute my test case again with some different email ID, let's say the 65645 again. Now this is my inner text when I execute it next time.
Sir, here I want to say one thing, sir. Ideally, we should not put configuration parameter for this particular field, sir, because we might want to try different user IDs. So Like if
Configuration parameter, where we are putting the configuration parameter.
no, sir. So so you had said that how to validate if the user ID that we are putting in, that same user ID is being logged inside.
Yes, yes, yes.
So for that only. So
So
like
what?
so
Yes,
every time we'll be changing na. So
yes. So whenever the ID will change, the inner text will also change, like I did.
yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes,
right now it is uniquely identified with the inner text because this is the same inner text what is coming on the link.
yes, sir.
So this will going to change anyhow in the future.
Yes, sir.
Then what? What do you think is the best possible identification parameter which will not change your thing in the future and will justify this logged in user out of these properties?
So the
Yes.
first one. So first,
Class name, right? You can
yes, sir.
see the class name is we can see as account and C as a robust also, which we think it will not change. It
So
is
the
just showing the account from which the user is logged in, right? Let's select this. But unfortunately, this is not unique using the class name.
okay.
Okay, and every other property has the email address into it, which is not a good selection for this particular element. Okay, so
Yes.
you can say you don't have any good property or the unique identification property right now wherever you are present. Okay, so you need to get the reference of someone else which can make you unique. Okay, so you can get the reference like you are working in a testing team, and then in the testing team, this particular element is coming. Okay, so you need to get the reference of the testing team right now. So to get the reference of others, we will select the other identification property as identify by anchor, right? So when you are on this particular link and you see there is no ID which is making it unique, okay, you will select identify by anchor instead of property, right?
Yes.
When I coming to your office, okay, the no employee ID is generated for you right now. I want to come to you because I just know your name. I want to come to you and I will ask your manager instead of with the ID. I will ask your manager, this is what I'm looking for, okay, which works on the development team where she is sitting. So your manager will tell me here the Soumya is sitting, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Like that, we will take the reference of the other element where this particular element is present right now. Okay, so let's say I will ask logout where you can see the logged in user. So logout will tell me yes, I can. Okay, and it is just sitting the left to me like this. Okay, so I will perform the same thing in the automation using the identify by anchor. Okay, I'm getting the reference of the other element. Let's say logout. So when I click on the identify by anchor, okay, you will see this anchor control. Okay, in the anchor control, you need to put the element which you want to take it as a reference. Now this is like logout right now for me. So now you can see the target control was successfully identified. Okay, so you can see, yeah. So I'm getting the reference of this particular element. If this is, give me the reference that this link is successfully identified using the logout. Okay. Now this is uniquely identified. You can see the selected item is unique, and I'm saving this. Okay. So I just saved it and I'll close it. I'll see this is coming as the email what is presented right now here. Okay, because this is the link I'm using it. So let's change this email as logged in user. Okay, will it work? Logout is also here. The logged in user is also here. So when I use this into my test case, okay, I'm performing the complete registration page. I'm verifying this if this is the registration is completed. Now what I will do against the logged in user, I will check whatever the email I am using here is present on the logged in user or not. Okay. Now to verify what I need to do,
Action mode verify and in value we need to give as inner text.
no, this is the link. It contains the value into it. Okay. It is not mandatory to provide as an inner text. Only the container contains. Okay. So now understand with this. Okay, the container is what we can it as a box in general user terms. Okay, we tell the box as a container. Okay, the you cannot put anything on the box. Okay, let's assume this. You cannot put anything on the box to make it secure. Just put it inside the box. And what we were doing, like we are verifying something not on the box, just into the box. Okay, now on the link it has a property to take the some anything onto the particular link, let's say this value. Okay, it is coming here on the link, not inside the link. So I'm verifying it by putting it and action mode as verify.
Verify.
Okay, so I just execute it.
Sir, I have a doubt like which fields comes under property and which fields comes under anchor. How I will.
No, so this is you need to choose. Okay, this is not defined. You can provide the anchor also as identification method. So as I said, you have right now your identification method as your Aadhaar card, your PAN card, and everything. This is first I will check when I come to you. Show
Yes.
me your identification properties. You will show me that. Let's assume you don't have any identification property. You don't have ID card. Okay. So let's say someone come here in the India, the foreign user. Okay, come to the India. When I ask about the Aadhaar card and PAN card, he will not going to have it, right?
Yes.
So what I will ask his embassy, okay, if he is verified user or not. So embassy will tell me, yeah, he is a verified user. Okay, if this you don't have Aadhaar card and PAN card, then you have a unique identification method as your embassy,
Yes.
right? So this is how we need to identify if this element has no unique identification property, which is making it robust, because this is a constant changing property, the constant changing email. We check no properties making it unique. Okay, whatever it is making it unique, we're going to change it in future, definitely. We can judge it by seeing into it. So then we need to go for the identification, other identification method as anchor. Okay, which will tell me, yeah, this is a valid link. Okay, so right now it is using the same, and I put the value onto it, and you will see the verification was successful. Okay, the logged in user. Hello.
Yes, yes.
So let's use another user and check if this is robust or not. If it is working for other users also or not.
Okay.
Hello, hello,
So,
hello.
Yes, we are able to hear you, sir.
Yes, sorry, I think the internet got disconnected. So now I'm verifying with by logging it out and logging it with some other user. I'm verifying that it is robust or not. Okay, it is verifying the other email also or not. What is our purpose is. And I'm just quickly logging in with some other user. Hello.
yes, sir.
Yeah. So you can see now I'm logged in with some different user. This is test training. Okay. I need to verify this text into my test case that this user is logged in is verified or not. Okay, so now it is verifying the other user also. Now this makes sure that whatever we have created and used as an identification method is robust. Okay, it will work now for every situation. Okay, so let's change this email address, the 78, and verify the same while executing the whole test case. Okay, and click on logout. Okay, so let's execute the whole test case now, which will verify the certain user. Click on the register, fill the registration form. We will check the email, right? It is 56656 478, and it will verify the user. Click on continue, verify the user, and click on the logout. Okay, now we will check it into my execution report. Yes, the login user is successful. This is the new email I have used. The expected and actual value is same. Okay, it is verifying the message, the registration completed. We have two verification point. We are filling the form, clicking on register. Okay, click on logout. Then we will check if it is closing the browser, containing the demo web shop into it. Okay, it will close the browser. So this is how you will complete your test case and including the verification point using the anchor as to identify certain element and handling the errors using the wildcard. Right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is your task to come up for the next class. You just need to execute these two test cases, which is like first is filling the registration form. Second has the verification point, and into the verification point, you into the verification point you have the logged in user, which you need to use it using the identify by anchor, and then you need to open and close the browser. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this you need to cover by installing it, getting the license. Just I want you to cover this, but the whole flow from the next class. So this is it for today. Any queries?
As of now, no, sir. Once we get maybe hands on.
Yes. Yeah. Soumya, do you have any queries?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, just go through these video also if you have any queries later on. Okay, and let me know. Try to execute this. I want you to be on the same page from the next class. Okay, so that you will also better understand what is the test case, what is the test step, modules, properties, and everything. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sure, sure, sir.
Okay, then thank you so much for today. Okay, good day, and see you next week.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, bye.